In this video I'm gonna talk about the basic of electronics. In order to learn electronics deeply, you have to know this basic thing, this is the circuit analysis things. First you have to know the resistor symbol, that is like this, and we call R for the resistance. And then we use the Ohm's law. That's the main formula for the current. That is come with V is equal to I times R. Here V is the voltage, I is the current, R is the resistance. And if we take a battery, here we will have the plus is the biggest one in the battery, and this is the minus is the smallest one. Okay, and the current flow from highest potential to the lowest potential, so it goes from this direction. This is the illustration, but what really happens is the electrons travel in the opposite direction, but current flow is the direction from plus to minus, electron flow from minus to plus. R is the resistance right here. So let's look at some examples. Let's say if I put R resistance as 3 ohm resistance and the voltage as 12 voltage. Now the question may ask you to find out the current, and here V is equal to I times R, so I is equal to V divided by R. So here we know the voltage, that is 12, divided by the resistance, that gives us 4 ampere, and we can analyze the current resistance relationship with this. But it's straightforward, from the equation you already know that if I is equal to V over R, then the current and resistance are inversely proportional, which means if the current increases, the resistance will decrease, something like that. So we can try some number to see that one. So here we see that if you have 3 ohm resistance, we got the current as 4 ampere, and if I increase the resistance to be 6 ohm, then we will have 6 in the denominator, so 12 over 6, that will give us 2 ampere. And you can see as we increase the resistance, the current decreases because these are inversely proportional. Okay, V is equal to IR. Voltage and current are directly proportional, voltage and resistance are directly proportional, but current and resistance is inversely proportional. Okay, from the equation we can analyze that. And we can also look at the power. So if you take the battery plus minus, and if I say this is equal to 100 ohm resistance, and let's say this is half watts, there's a relation between power and the voltage resistance. We can say P is equal to VI, that's one equation, and we can also say P is equal to I square R, that's another equation. Okay, and we also have another equation, that is P is equal to V square over R. So let's say here we have power, and here we have resistor and power provided. Okay, let's say if they ask you what's the voltage required, a maximum voltage required for this one, then you had to use this equation, because since we have the resistance and power and voltage required, this is the equation we had to use. P is equal to V square over R, and we had to rearrange in terms of voltage. If we do that, that V becomes square root of PR. Okay, P is power, that's half voltage, and then ohm resistance is 100 ohm resistance. So we are going to have square root of 50 in this, which is almost square root of 49, and if you calculate this, you're going to get 7.07 voltage, and that's the maximum voltage required here. Okay, that is it for this video. I'm going to go ahead and continue with the advanced topic in this.